Are you tired of your kayaks always being in the way? Damn it. I got a couple pressure treated 2x4s from Home Depot. So that's what the frame looks like underneath. These are the dimensions that work for me. Recess our T's in there. Countersink these holes so the flathead screws will be flush. Just like that. Got all my T-holes routed out, ready to get screwing. Harbor Freight didn't have the router, so I used a little sheetrock plunger, you know, for doing the holes for the electric outlets. It worked. Now to get the perfect angle, you got to get it angled a little bit, you know, because the boats get fatter in the middle. Oh, that's pretty perfect, I would say. Exactamundo. Guess I'll use these for the hooks to clamp onto. I ordered these self-retracting clamps off of Amazon. I'll have all the links for everything. I think these should be long enough to hold that. Same here, except I'm going to be running up like this so that that ratchet strap is lower. Bolt that on like that. 8 foot. Retractable, boys. I'll probably put maybe a little mark on here so when that is pulled all the way out and hooked to this, when I throw it over, it won't hit the car, it'll just throw over. Let's see how she works, boys. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Heck yeah. I have to put my beam that goes up from the inside. And I'll probably have it about here so I can add on if I wanted to put a T and basically duplicate this on the top board. I could do 4, or I could just basically put it on top and strap everything together, because I'm gonna put it up there with 2 pulleys, 1 for each beam. Then I'm gonna run 2 cables up, and I'm gonna put a 120 volt winch on that wall with the control. So when I pull in, I wanna lift it off, I'll lift it up with the controller. Now, how do you release it? Oh, just like that. Wow, that's easy. Easy release. Yeah, they work pretty nice. .4'8", 2'4". Pretty solid. And you might be asking yourself, Cheesy, you have a welder, why wouldn't you build it out of metal? Well, it's a lot easier with wood. I could put carpet on it, and since it's salt water and brackish water, it won't rust. Like the bunkers on a boat. So I'll probably put a little carpet just where the boats sit, and she'd be good. This is off one of the crates of those China bikes. I save them. They definitely come in handy. I think if I use this on that upright piece and drill 3 holes here, and then I can use that for the hook to lift her up to the ceiling. Well, that's what it looks like with nothing on it. You could build this in half a day, easy. Oh, this doesn't weigh anything. maybe 25 pounds. We can add extra bracing if you want. I don't think it's really very necessary. So that's what the frame looks like underneath. Now I have to figure out how we're gonna get that to latch onto that roof rack and my Rubicon roof rack. I did get to move these racks all the way to the outer of this hole. Now this is perfectly lined up, the outside with the outside. It's coming together pretty good. I put some blocks under here so it won't go forward and backwards. This should be the same as my Jeep rack. 100 feet of cable, crimper and cutter. Some dense blocks so it doesn't mar up the bars too much. Some hooks and some lashing straps. Don't mind the noise today. It's a rainy day. And of course the electric hoist. Some pulleys and some hangers. It's 220 single, 440 double line with the pulley. 2 kayaks on that would not overload the single line. Maybe if there was 4 kayaks. Safety first. Gotta love that Harbor Freight cutoff saw, boy. Now this will go there. So when I flip it over, it goes against that beam like that. Then I gotta make 2 braces, maybe these again. I can do that, bend it, have it come up, then have it do a twist to the side, where I could bolt into the side. That's perfect. That's too close. I don't think I'm that good at measuring here. Well. Looks like the Cheezo is dead nut accurate. I'll just deburr this. Oh, that's actually not bad. Might be getting a V-Vore drill press, a 12-incher, variable speed, maybe. I didn't drill these. Dumbass. That should be close. Then I can bend the end out. It looks pretty good to me. Pretty good, I think. Hear that? Checking out Vintage Garage. Doing a test ride on that new EVO. I got my pulleys and the 2 pulleys there. Put my 100 foot of cable on there. So now I gotta find the middle and crimp these together so it pulls 2 at once. And I wanna do the middle just in case it don't wanna lift 2 of the kayaks. Then I'm gonna have to put a pulley there and go back up on both sides. You know, to give it extra power. Then we'll crimp that end into there. You know, so it pulls the 2 at once. I did shove that in there now to keep the tension for now so it doesn't spool out all over. All hooked up, run over and over to the winch. We're gonna see together whether this will lift it or not. It better. It worked. Not perfectly level. The cable don't wind the same every time, but I want to get one of those manual locks so I can just adjust one side to level it instead of having to keep clamping it every time. I stuck them 4 pads on there, keep it from sliding around and also not mar the crossbars. The cable I took off that winch is better than the cable I ordered. It has much finer strands, but I'm going to cut a couple small loops and I'm going to wrap them around those pulleys around the beam as a little extra safety factor. I think it'd probably be a good idea. You never know if hardware lets go. Having a little safety backup is not a bad idea. I'm also thinking about maybe running a safety switch so I know when to stop. But that right there is close. The brake is holding it. And these lashing straps go something like that to hold it. Pretty close. Well, that lined up pretty darn good. I did have to pull in a hair more than I calculated. Now I'm going to put my straps. They finally came in. Maybe a couple rubber pads on the corners where the boats contact, and that's about it. Maybe I'll do some paint stain on it. Not that I'm going to be using it in the rain. If you buy it locally, this hardware is very expensive. Put this through the loop on the strap. Screw this up here, a little high. Stainless. Happy about that. That'll hold the strap from falling out and losing it, and still gives you plenty of room to attach. That'll work. And if you cut these straps, you definitely have to use a lighter to melt that so it doesn't fray. Finish the rest of these straps. All the straps are on. Pretty tight, so that will definitely work that way. Put some of that padding. This kayak has a rounder bottom, you know, a deeper V than this one. This one fits in there pretty perfect. But this one, when you ratchet it, kind of wants to tip. Foam rubber pieces seem to fill it in pretty good, hold it a little better. I have to make a little weight up for when I disconnect those S hooks. Hopefully that's enough weight to make it come back down. That'll work. It's a little hard to reach on my lifted Jeep here, but not terrible. If you want to see a road test, you're gonna have to go along with me and Mama on a kayak ride. Redneck kayak rack. Any questions or anything, comments, put them right below. I do try to answer all of them. Thanks for watching. Got another package from Odie Rides. It's like Christmas every week. Oh, nice. Could definitely use more of these. I did buy some, but I only got 2. Now I got 2 more bungee nets. Awesome. Thank you very much, Odie Rides. Blue f***ing red light solid right through it. That pickup truck.
Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Hit that bell if you want new notifications on new videos. Links for products used are in the description and on MotoCheez.com. Thanks for watching.